Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Kanella Ciraco and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting video today. It is going to be all about Pebeo. So Pebeo Studio Acrylics. That is what this whole video is going to be about. I've got some great new products. You can see this is one of them. This is the pouring medium I'm going to be using in today's video. And I'm going to be doing two pours for you guys today. I'm going to be doing a ring pour and the Dutch pour. And there is also an amazing contest to be won. So I will give you more of the details and what is involved in a bit. But I just wanted to mention it's going to be 4 prizes. There are 4 prizes to be won. It is for Canada and US residents only. I'm sorry, just for Canada and the US. And it's super, super simple in order to enter yourself into the contest. You just basically, I will have a link in the description below, as well as a link in the comments. I will pin my comment to the top. That way it's easy for everyone to find, or you can find it in the description below the video. So you just got to click on the link. You got to sign up for Pebeo's newsletter, enter your full name. You got to enter your email address and then choose your preference of language, English, French, whatever it is. And that's it. And you are in the contest and you get a chance to win one of the 4 prizes that are being offered here with Pebeo. So the contest will run for 10 days starting today. Okay, 10 days starting today. All the information, as I mentioned, will be in the description below, as well as all the products that are being offered in the prize pack. So stay tuned for all that. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm really excited to use this, and I'm really excited to show you guys some new products. So I'm gonna set myself up on the table and let's get started. All right, everybody, let's get started and have some fun here. So let me show you some of the products I've got and some of the products that are going to be part of the prize pack that you get a chance to win. So I've got some pouring experiences ready to use paint. So this is ready to use, which means you don't have to add anything to it. No water, no, pouring medium, none of that. You just right out of the bottle, it's ready to use. Now, this stuff is a thicker consistency than what I typically do for my Dutch pours. So these paints are great for flip cups, ring pours, that kind of stuff. So that is what I'm going to be doing on this panel right here with these colors. Now, it comes in a bunch of beautiful colors. So let's see here. This one is a violet, so it's metallic purple. I was reading French. Everything is in French first, then English. So this is metallic purple. And then we have fluorescent pink. That is so bright. Then we've got metallic cobalt blue. That is beautiful. Followed by silver, of course. Then I will be using, let's see, turquoise blue. And we have aqua green. Those are the colors I'm going to use in my ring pour, but there's 2 more colors here. So we've got deep magenta. I may use that, we'll see. And then, of course, gold. Yep, just gold. So there's some really great colors here. So in the prize pack, you will get 3 of these. I'm sure they're just going to be random colors, but you will get 3 of these. You will also get some pouring medium, okay? This is Pebeo's pouring medium. You will get that. I have used this in my Dutch pour paints, which I will explain to you guys in a minute. You will also get a box of these lovely cups. So these are measuring cups, and they're ideal for saving your paint in them, but they do have measuring. You see that? You can measure your paint. Great lid, and you can put this to store any excess paint you have. Airtight little container. So you will get some of these as well. I will put a picture of all the goodies here at some point, or at the end of the video. At some point in this video, I will show you a picture of all the goodies. So you get 3 pre-mixed paints. You get the pouring medium over here. You get the measuring cups, you will get 6 tubes of acrylic paint. It'll be a small packet and you get 6 colors. I think 2 are white and the other 3 are colors, or 4 are colors. So you get 6 tubes of paint, and you will get a little bottle of silicone oil for those of you who like to do your flip cups and want, you know, to get your cells in your, you know, with your silicone oil. So that is what you're gonna get. And as I mentioned, there's 4 prizes. So there's 4 of them to be won, and all you gotta do is follow the instructions in the link that I have in the description or in the comment section. So I'm going to move these aside so I do not make a mess. The next thing I wanted to show you that I got from Pebeo is this really cool liquid art panel. So it is hard, it is wood, and you can see there's a little bit of a ridge here, which is perfect for pouring into and doing like a tilt, a ring pour, or a flip cup, and then not worrying about the paint running off the edge. So I'll show you guys the card that it comes with. All right, so it is a liquid art panel, which is super neat. Let's see, panel with edges designed for mixed media applications, dripping and pouring techniques. So this is really cool. This is, I believe it's a 10 by 10. Yes, a 10 by 10. So this is going to be fun to do my ring pour on. So, and then here, of course, we're going to be doing a Dutch pour. This is a 10 by 12 inch canvas. And what I have done is I have this Pebeo Studio Acrylics High Viscosity Opaque White Acrylic Paint. It's vivid white. All right, so this is what I used for my base. All right, and I mixed my base with the pouring medium and some water. All right, so that is what I did until I got the consistency that I need that is perfect for my Dutch pour. And the colors I'm going to be using today are all Pebeo Studio Acrylics. So we are going to start with Payne's Gray. All right, then I have Iridescent Precious Gold, followed by Iridescent Green Blue. Then I have Dark Cobalt Violet Hue. Okay, and topping it off, we've got Opaque Primary Cyan. So those are the 5 colors I'm going to be using in my Dutch pour. And so I guess I'm gonna start and let's do a ring pour together. So what I have here is just an empty plastic cup. All right, and remember, when doing a ring pour, the color you want to see the most is the color you're going to put in first, because as you're pouring this out, it's going to be the last color to come out of the cup. So my favorite in this is going to be the metallic purple. So it's going to be the first color I put in the cup because it's going to be the last color that comes out when I'm pouring it. So I've given them all a good shake already. So I'm just going to, you can take the lid off or use the cap. I'm going to take the lid off because I find it easier. And I'm basically just going to pour, I don't know, a little bit of paint in there, just like that. And I'm going to continue to layer all the colors into the cup. I hope I'm going to put enough paint in here. Should be good. Maybe I'll put a little bit more purple. Why not? Better to have a little too much than not enough, and then you don't have enough to stretch out your ring pours. All right, followed by pink. And do you notice how I'm just pouring it along the side here? Because I don't want to pour it directly into the cup because then it'll mix in with the purple. What I'm trying to do, as you can see, is layer the cup. Okay, so you pour along the side to make sure you don't get it to sink. All right, so now we've got the metallic cobalt blue. And again, I am going to pour it along the side. All right. And you can see it just forms a layer. That's a lot of pink I put in there. Woo! That's a lot of pink. Lots of pink. Actually, this is gonna be a lot of paint for this little cup, this little canvas. So maybe I won't use all of these colors. Maybe I shall eliminate one just because that's a lot of paint. Alrighty then, let's go on with the silver. Silver's pretty. That's going to be nice next to the metallic cobalt blue. All right, and topping it off, we shall do the turquoise blue. All right. Wow, that hot pink. That's a lot of hot pink in there. All right, so there are my colors. Let's move these aside. There you go. You can see there's a lot of pink in there. Let's see how this is going to turn out. This actually might be a lot of paint for one little canvas, but we shall see what happens. Let's give it a whirl. Let me see. Actually, you know what? I know I just said that's a lot of paint, but I want to see some purple in here too. All right, let's pour it out and see what happens. All right, so remember, you are going to do circular motions. This is a lot of paint. There comes the silver. Here comes the hot pink. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, where's my metallic purple? Lots of hot pink here, people. Oh, here comes my purple. There it is. Circular motions all the way. Keep going. And then remember, when you get to the end, you want to make sure you catch that drip so you don't leave a really squiggly design. So you want to get your hand under there because you don't want that drip to fall into your painting or onto your canvas. But luckily it didn't. It fell right on the side. All right, look how pretty that looks. Now let's tilt it and see what happens. And the best part is there's that edge around here. So your paint, I did put a lot of paint on here, but the paint should not go over the edge. Slowly. You need serious patience for this kind of thing. Wow, look at that. So I'm bringing it back down to the center, and I will come back to this bottom corner here very slowly. If you rush this, you will muck it up. So you got to have some real patience with this. All right. Let it come all the way to the corner here. I did put a lot of paint on here. A little less paint would have been nice, but that's okay. All right. Now I'm going to come back to the center. Wow, I love how there's blue on one side and hot pink on the other. That looks gorgeous. All right, so I'm bringing it back to the center before I move into my next corner. You got to bring it back to the center. And now I'm going to work my way to this bottom corner here. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm loving it. So really slowly, just until you can get the blue paint right into the corner. I'm not used to doing things this slow. All right, and now I'm going to just come right down to do this bottom corner here. Let's do that. And then this will be done. Wow, I love these colors. They're so pretty. Slowly but surely. You want to make sure you don't come over the edge. If you're going too fast, you'll end up right over the edge and just make a mess of your sides. So you don't want to do that. So almost there. Almost got it. Almost. A little bit. And there you go. So I'm going to bring it back to the center. Wow, look at this. I love the two different sides. This is really cool. Okay, bring it right back to the center, like so, and that is it. So I did get a little bit on the edge here, so I'm gonna clean that off. All right, so what you can do, if you end up getting some on the edge like this, if it doesn't come off, what you can do is get one of Pebeo's acrylic markers, and you can actually just color the top any color you want, and do a border. So I actually might take a silver marker and just do this top like this and do a nice border around it. Or you can do any other color. You could do a dark blue or whatever color it is that's gonna match your painting. So if you end up going over the edge here like I did, in order to fix that now, I am going to take a acrylic marker and just do a beautiful border. Or you can do one color each side. That is super neat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just push this off a little bit to the side here and let that sit there, because I need to work on this Dutch pour and I don't want to get any of that on here. All right, so let's move that. Actually, I'm gonna move it a little bit more and then I'll show you guys a close-up of it later. All right, so I'm going to bring my camera over here and let's get started. I'm super excited. So I will put these paints aside as I do not need these. All right. Now for this pouring medium, you guys are probably wondering what my ratios are. So this was a lot of trial and error on my part. So for this 10 by 12 inch canvas, I have a full cup here. I believe this is a 16-ounce cup and it's pretty much full almost to the top. And what I did was 200 grams of pouring medium, 100 grams of paint, and 70 grams of water. That is what I did in order to get the consistency that I need for my Dutch pours, okay? And then these little cups here, because I don't need that much paint, my ratios for this one, I did 20 grams of pouring medium, 10 grams of paint, and about 3 to 4 grams of water. Okay, so you don't need that much water when you're doing just a little cup like this, right? So because I didn't want to do anything big, just these little cups are more than sufficient for tonight's pour. So I'm just going to give them all a quick stir, and maybe I can show you guys the consistency if the camera will pick it up. Maybe it'll show well with the gold. Let's see. So you want it to drip really well off that popsicle stick. Okay, can you see that? So it's very fluid. If your paints are too thick, they will not move when you try to blow them out with your hair dryer. All right, so I'm going to flood my canvas here and get this going for you guys, and we'll see what kind of results I get with this awesome pouring medium. Now I'm going to save some in my cup because obviously I want to make sure I get all my edges. So I'm going to just spread this out with my spatula here. I find this very convenient to help spread out my paints. You can use popsicle sticks. You can use palette knives. Pebeo has some great palette knives that I also received from them. You can also use those to spread your paint around and get your canvas covered. There's lots of things you can use. Some people use their actual hair dryer to blow the paint around and get it covered on their canvas. So whatever works best for you. All right, so I am going to just drip some here along the side with my left hand, even though I'm right-handed. Make sure I get my edges all covered, because it is very important that you get those edges covered, because if you do not have your edges covered, when you blow over the colored paint, it'll stick to the side of the canvas and it won't flow nicely down the side. It'll end up stopping dead in its tracks because the canvas is dry. So what you want to do is make sure your canvas sides are fully covered in paint. Okay, you got to make sure it's wet and covered in paint, or else it won't look good when you blow over your paints. All right, so that is good to go. And let's get started. What we want to do, of course, is pop the bubbles with my culinary torch. You are going to pop all those air bubbles before you get started. It is very important All right, and I'm going to just get this edge here covered. There we go. All right, let me get a clean paper towel. So let's get started. Now I'm gonna start with the blue and end up with the Payne's gray. The color you end up with on the top or last is the color you're gonna see the most. So I typically put my favorite color out of the bunch on the top. That way it is the most dominant color when it comes time to blowing it out. So let's see, I think I'm going to do a wispy on this one. Loving my wispies. So let's start here and work our way down, and a small little wispy right here. There we go. Now I have a lot of extra paint left over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my cups and I'm gonna store them in there and save them for the next time I do a pour, and my paints will already be ready and in an airtight sealed container ready for my next pour. All right, let's do the purple. Okay. Get some things out of the way here. All right, one of my favorites is the iridescent paints. I love the iridescents because they add a beautiful shimmer and shine to your paintings when they are dry. I love them. I use them a lot. As you know, if you are a regular watcher of mine, you will know how much I love the iridescents. All right, now we do the gold. Okay, and last but not least, Payne's gray. This is a rich, nice rich color. And there we go. We are ready. So what we're going to do is obviously use the torch again to blow and pop any bubbles that are from the colored paints. All right, so let's blow this out and see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna start here in the center as usual, and I'm gonna blow into my negative space over here and then continue my way, and let's see what kind of pretty colors end up with this. Let's get started. Wow, look how rich the colors are. This is nice. I'm loving how rich the colors are. Now you notice there's no cells though, right? So if you want, like, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who love cells, and then there are people out there who don't love cells. So if you don't love cells, this stuff, this pouring medium mixed with water is just gorgeous. I love it. Now, if you want cells, you could always add the silicone oil from Pebeo. I've never tried it, but you could try it and see if you get any cells out of that. But this is, when I was blowing this out, it was just so rich as it was like moving. So it just glides right on the canvas. It was amazing. Love it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to blow a little over the edge here because I want the pattern to continue along the side because there's a void right here. So I'm going to blow this over a little bit. Just like that. And that'll get the paint to flow over. I don't think there's anything else I want to do with this piece. I'm not torching any of it. All I'm gonna do is touch up my edges wherever there's some white showing around the canvas. And that is it. So I'm going to touch up my sides with the leftover paint that I have here in this cup. And by touching up, what I mean is there's a spot here on the canvas that doesn't have a lot of paint on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my stick here and add a little bit of white paint and make sure this part of the canvas is fully covered. I do not want to see any part of the canvas showing. It has to be fully covered with white paint. So let me see if there's a spot here I can show you guys. No, that's all fully covered. We're good to go there. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white here on the edge. Make sure it drips nicely down the edge here and the canvas is fully covered. All right, so let me do the rest of it and I'll be right back to show you guys a close-up. All right, everybody. So before I get to the close-up, I wanted to show you guys some of the acrylic markers I was referring to earlier. So you can see here on my ring pour, I ended up getting some paint here on the edge. And in order to cover that, you can just get one of the acrylic markers. Now this is a 3-pack. Okay, and it comes with black, white, and this one has gold. Then there was this pack here. It came with this fine tip silver and then this really big silver one. Or you can buy individuals. It comes in a bunch of different colors. So you can get these acrylic markers and it's got a 1.2 millimeter tip and it has an extra tip just in case. So for example, let's see, where's the color on this one? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Vivid Violet. Okay, so you can get them individual. You can buy them in packs. There's different kinds. So what I'm going to do is I might even do it black now that I think about it. I might actually use this black acrylic marker and do a black border around this. I think that's going to look sharp. So I'm going to do that once this is dry. So you can check these out on their website and get those there. So let's start with this ring pour. This is gorgeous. I love it. And I love how it's staying inside the panel, not overflowing, not spilling out. So this is what I really like about these liquid panels is they don't end up running off the side. So when it's dry, you're gonna have this nice wood edge finishing that's gonna look really sharp when you hang it up on your wall. So look at that. Look at that center. That's gorgeous. So in my next ring pour, I'll probably use a little less hot pink. However, I really like the blue in the one corner and the pink down here in the middle with the purple in between. So that's going to look great. Now let's move on to this gorgeous Dutch pour. Now don't forget, super important, grab a stick, popsicle stick, something, and make sure you scrape those drips. It is super duper important that you must scrape your drips from your canvas. Okay, the longer these drips stay here, they end up pulling the paint from the top of your canvas. It'll continue to pull the paint over and it'll mess with your composition. So do it all the way around, come back 10 minutes later, do it again, and then do it a third time. And after that, you should be good to go. So let's check out this piece. I'm super thrilled with this. It's just so rich and beautiful. Now there's a few cells that popped up there in the bottom, but look at that iridescent precious gold. It just blends in so nicely. And a few more cells over here. So very minimal cells, and it is just gorgeous. Look at that. Now, when this dries, it is going to have a bit of a shine to it because of the pouring medium. So it's going to dry with a little bit of a shine. And if this dries in time, before I can upload the video for you guys, I will show you guys the dried results, but I'm just not sure how long this is going to take to dry. So If you don't see the dried results in this video, I will most definitely show them to you in an upcoming video for sure. And you'll find it also on my social media platforms on Instagram and Facebook. You will definitely see the dried results. So let's see what it looks like with the flash on and see if there's any pretty shimmer happening. So the flash is on, but it is in the middle of the day and it is pretty bright here in my studio. However, I'm pretty sure you'll be able, yes, there it is. Look at the shimmer. So obviously this is from the iridescent gold, the iridescent precious gold, but then also the iridescent green blue. Look at that. So this is going to be stunning once it is dry. Look at that. Very, very pretty. There's the iridescent. So you've got the precious gold with the iridescent green blue. Look at that. Amazing. Loving these results. Absolutely loving these results. Let's check out the ring pour, see if anything interesting is... There's a little shimmer in there. Definitely. There it is. Because of the metallic purple and the cobalt blue. Look at that. That's really pretty. Look at those squiggles. All right, let's turn the lights back on. Alrighty, so there you have it, everybody. I would love to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the ring pour, and let me know what you guys think about this Dutch pour. Do you like it that it doesn't have very many cells? Do you prefer cells? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And don't forget, if you want a chance to win one of the 4 prizes, click on the link in the description below, or you can find it pinned to the top of the comments in this video, and fill out the information, and that's it. You are entered into the contest, and it is a 10-day contest. So starting today for 10 days, okay? All the information will be listed in the description below, along with all the items that are available in the prize pack. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Pebeo Studio Acrylics video here with all the new products. Don't forget acrylic markers. There's all kinds of stuff that you can purchase off their website. There's so many things. Check it out and just check out the website. And if there's anything else you want to get. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. And that is it for me, guys. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.